Hi, I'm Jung. Welcome back. It's been a while since I last showed you around my hometown. So, today I'd like to take you with me through another ordinary day in a small county town in northern China. No famous landmarks, no tourist attractions, just everyday life. We'll visit the supermarket, take an evening walk with my children, stop by the local market, and head home to make dumplings for dinner. These are the little things I do almost every day. And together, they make up what life here really looks like. So, let's begin. This is the busiest part of town. Whether it's daytime or evening, this is where most people come to shop, meet friends, or simply spend some time outside. The kids are on their summer vacation now. It's been quite a while since I last brought them to the supermarket. Today, they each get to pick out a few of their favorite snacks. My son is still as shy as ever. He never feels completely comfortable in front of a camera. I've always hoped he'll grow into a more confident young man. Most supermarkets in China follow a similar layout. The ground floor is usually filled with jewelry, stores, clothing, and shoes. For groceries and household items, you normally head downstairs. The supermarket feels much quieter than it used to. 5 years ago, weekends here were always crowded. Today, more and more people simply order everything on their phones. Online shopping has changed daily life in China incredibly fast. My son is trying to lose a little weight this summer. So now, every time he picks up a snack, he actually stops to read the label before deciding whether to buy it. Egg prices have gone up quite a bit recently. It feels like almost everything costs a little more these days. Is it the same where you live?
Wow.
这种荞麦的低脂，你减肥可以吃这个。
好的，好的。
These dried noodles are probably one of the most common foods you'll find in Chinese homes. They're quick, inexpensive, and easy to prepare. Boil some water, add the seasoning, cook the noodles for a few minutes, and dinner is ready. They're perfect for busy days. Today I'm buying buckwheat noodles. Hopefully they'll help with my son's little weight loss plan. This ketchup has always been one of my children's favorites.
后边有人，来，推推推推推。啊！青年每日3连包。
And this is a traditional Chinese pickled vegetable. Many families enjoy it with rice porridge. My daughter loves it. I usually don't buy too many groceries at once. Small towns are convenient. If we need something, it's only a few minutes away. There's no real need to stock up. Besides, our refrigerator isn't very big anyway. Everything today comes to about 140 yuan, or roughly 20 US dollars. There is a nail salon inside the mall. Sometimes I think it would be nice to treat myself, but honestly, I'd rather spend that money on my children. I think that's probably a choice many mothers would understand. There's also a lottery stand. I've never bought a ticket. I've always believed that luck isn't something you can build your life around. Working hard has always given me much more peace of mind. Right outside the supermarket is a small coffee shop. The sun is beginning to set. My favorite part of the day is just starting. North of the supermarket is the largest public square in our county. Because we're close to the sea, evenings here are much cooler than the daytime. Once the heat fades, people naturally come outside. A local basketball game is underway in the square. Quite a few people have stopped to watch. When my daughter saw me taking pictures with her brother, she immediately ran over. Someone got a little jealous. Jianzi, kicking a feathered shuttlecock, has been a traditional Chinese pastime for generations. Even today, plenty of people still enjoy playing it. And of course, there are always a few friendly dogs around. Chinese law requires dogs to be kept on a leash in public spaces. It's meant to protect both other people and the pets themselves. Many people bring portable speakers and sing here in the evenings. But after 9 p.m., everyone is expected to lower the volume so nearby residents can enjoy a quiet night. That balance between lively public spaces and respect for neighbors is something people here generally value. You'll also see people performing on these large traditional drums. It's a familiar part of summer evenings in many Chinese towns. South of the square is the town's busiest shopping street. Movie theaters, restaurants, milk tea shops, pool halls. This is where many young people like to spend their evenings. As for me, I simply enjoy walking through it. These storefronts are among the most expensive places to rent in town. A shop like this would cost roughly 20,000 US dollars a year. Beside the street runs an old river that eventually flows into the sea. One thing I've always found interesting about life in a small Chinese town is how connected everyone seems to be. When two strangers meet for the first time, they'll often ask questions like, "Which village are you from? Which middle school did you attend? Who was your teacher?" After just a few minutes, they often discover they know the same people. The town isn't very big, and somehow, everyone seems connected in one way or another. Further south is the local farmers market. This is where I shop almost every day. Compared with the supermarket, it's much busier. If I had to choose, I'd always pick the market. It isn't as tidy or organized, but somehow it feels warmer. People stop to chat. Others bargain over prices. Someone arrives on an electric scooter carrying vegetables picked just a few hours earlier. This place always feels full of life. My daughter asked for dumplings tonight, so first I need to buy some dumpling wrappers. The owner here is about my age. We've known each other for years. Every visit begins with a few jokes. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like shopping anymore. It feels more like visiting an old friend. Next, I stop by the butcher. I'll need some pork for the filling. Most butcher shops here will grind the meat for you, which saves a lot of work once you get home.
要一份，不要花生米儿。
不要花生米。你这边烧散水菜吧。现在就这样来，还有个卷的美女的小货，要不要来？单席收款9元。吃的我家的货多新鲜，来。你瘦了，样样的肥子。
These are spicy braised duck heads and duck necks. They have a bold, addictive flavor, and a lot of people love them, including me.
不是很高，不会走。我们从专业来，还不给收手背费啊？不应该俺咋个提的不出这有谁他们来呀？挺少，没挺多钱。
Many of the vegetable vendors come from nearby villages. If you're curious about rural life around here, I've shared several videos about those villages on my channel. By the time I've finished shopping, the sky is already getting dark. Time to head home. This is the neighborhood where I live. Tonight, we're making dumplings. I'll take care of the cooking. The kids will happily take care of the eating. When I'm cooking, I like to watch a short drama on my phone. It's one of the most relaxing moments of my day. Tonight's filling is simple: ground pork, Chinese chives, peanut oil, soy sauce, and a little salt. Honestly, after all these years, I still never know exactly how much salt to add. Does anyone else have the same problem? Outside my window is the town I've called home for many years. The sea is just beyond those apartment buildings. I can't see it anymore, but every evening, the breeze still carries a hint of the ocean. Once the water reaches a boil, it's time to cook the dumplings. When the water boils for the first time, we add a bowl of cold water. After it comes back to a boil again, the dumplings are ready. That's how many Chinese families cook them. Dinner is served. When people think of China, they often imagine cities like Beijing or Shanghai. But beyond those giant cities, there are thousands of small towns like mine. Life here isn't dramatic. There are no famous skylines. Most days are filled with work, grocery shopping, cooking dinner, and spending time with family. It's a simple life, an ordinary life. And maybe that's exactly what makes it real. Thank you for spending the day with my family. I'm Zheng. I'll see you in the next video.